On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Bronze6. We got Danny on the Joanna, Kira on the Tyrande, Juan Pablo on the Vala, Ferret on the Stukov, and Secret to play the Rexar. Of course, as always, Misha to play Misha. Over on the right-hand side, we got Team Happy Cloud, Brett Michaels on the Blaze, Saber on the Li Ming, Fade on the Diablo, Galaxy Quest on the Hanzo, and R275 Delta on the Anduin. You got 1 minute and 30 seconds to get your predictions in. How many level 1 stacks for Vala by end of game? She is going to go Puncturing Arrow. I know this because I checked ahead of time, but you haven't seen it just yet. Oh, Owl. Oh, sidestep. That might not be GG so easily. Holding a pallet while painting is like playing Orb, Glass Cannon, Li Ming. Just don't do it. What? I know there was a cap at the end of that. Either way, how many level 1 Vala stacks will there be by the end of the game? 30 or more, 29 or less. She has taken the Puncturing Arrows you can see right now. We'll see if she's able to get a stack or two in this first engagement. Saber just floating around, looking for that angle from Li Ming. Juan Pablo does check the bush, and that's going to be an immediate big combo from Saber, healed up by this Tyrande Stukov duo, as Juan Pablo's already back at full HP. So double support, hyper carry Vala on the left-hand side. We're looking at a bruisery, pretty standard composition for the side of Team Happy Cloud. Good poke from Hanzo, good burst ability from Li Ming. The race potential and siege could be high from Team Happy Cloud, but the hyper carry from Vala could be all they need here, as this is that double support with the Joanna, so very difficult to deal with just health bar-wise in these engagements. Owl from the Tyrande actually connects onto Delta all the way in the top lane, but no major rotation will happen, and this is just going to be Danny and the rest grabbing the camp for the bottom lane. With a little bit of a poke. Saber just trying to whittle down the enemy hero's HP and also force some abilities out as well, some healing here and there just to force some mana pool utilization. But even then, if you look at the two healers, they're kind of cycling between abilities very well. And oh my god, Fade comes from the shadows, charges in, but takes so much damage. Lurking Arm from Stukov. It's just a standard Lurking Arm. No reactive Ballista Spores from level 1. Or excuse me, no low blow. It's going to be reactive Ballista Spores. My apologies, said that backwards right there. Li Ming continuing to do her best to clear things out with these orbs thrown out from the far side of the gate. But the siege is looking great to the side of Bronze6, as Ferret and the rest are just holding this bottom lane, as I said, with this double support composition. Vala, 0 stacks right now. 0 stacks in the Ooh, that's some good Twitch predictions. I'm proud of you, chat. Tyrande checks the enemy side camp with a Sentinel. There's that vision slowly going away. And let's see. I'm just going to jump to the opposing side vision. We have Diablo stepping into the... Oh, no, he's not. He's actually just going to get hit with the shield glare. A little dismount. Doesn't matter. No pressure actually being applied. Camp on the right grabbed a little early. Would have liked to see it around the 15-second mark, but doesn't matter too much. Just... Here's the point that I usually bring up is if you grab it too early, it's already in lane and the enemy can clear it. Now, granted, my point is kind of moot because the Rexar is already hearthing back for full mana, and so that does get a little bit of value in the top lane, but Rexar should be able to clear this out as the Immortals are up. Fallen Shaman in bottom lane, just now getting into lane and pushing up as well as Delta might deal with this. We have Danny pulling in a lot of enemy heroes, does get hit with onto 3, but that is massive damage from Li Ming. That is actually Anduin going down in the bottom lane. Overpower onto Stukov. It's healer for healer, but keep in mind, as I mentioned, that is going to be a double support to the side of Bronze6, so they continue to chase in onto this, and that's going to be Vala getting the double kill for her team, as Rexar Misha are already starting to work on the Punisher after the Fallen Shaman's cleared out in the top lane. Speaking of Fallen Shaman's bottom lane, to be cleared out by Saber and Galaxy Quest, as Galaxy gets the Sonic Arrow, scouting out the Joanna. Diablo trying to step in here. 41 souls on the Fire Stomp build Diablo, but the HP of the Immortal is going to be raced down a little bit faster to the side of Bronze6. So Vala, 2 stacks on her level 1. Hanzo at 10 out of the 20 for his simple geometry to get those extra 2 scatter arrows. We also do have the Chastise from the Anduin, the Piercing Light, increasing the spell power by 2% currently, maximum of 10 with that Piercing. as here comes the Alarian through the top lane. 7 to 6 in levels. Vala doing a little bit of poke, keeping that hatred up on her baseline. Maybe able to step in with this hatred auto attack damage. Does get another stack onto Bret Michaels. Does the hatred end? Might have actually ended just as the auto attacks begin once again on the fort front gate. But she can build that up quickly. Bret Michaels goes in with the jet propulsion. Can't connect onto anyone. Chastised from the Anduin does come out as Li Ming throws out Arcane Orb after Arcane Orb, trying to get rid of this Immortal with those magic missiles as well. Shield glares from Joanna. Danny getting a little bit low. Pops the Iron Skin. Another Chastise out from Anduin. And it's a Kaimo cleanse from Delta, pulling the Blaze, but he still falls before that actually is even a full pull. Another Chastise Piercing Light stack for the Anduin in this engagement, already at 4% on that increased spell power, which does affect his healing, as well as his little bit of damage with some of those abilities like said Chastise. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Rexxar gets about 50% of the fort. A lot of very good value from the side of Bronze6 in this engagement. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a new emote. Always a good day when we get some Bahamut gaming. Oh, thank you, Red Realm. How you doing today, friend? Yeah, there's a new emote, by the way, chat. We have a new emote in chat. You can even say hot dogs get you going when you feel you're slowing. Butt Hummet Weenie. God, what a dumb emote, but what a great idea. 10 talent here soon for the side of Bronze6, and while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Get an idea of what those are looking like as Danny sitting in the bush, anchoring to make sure there's no potential flank. And maybe Bronze6 actually step up here through the bottom lane. Condemned from Joanna, mostly pulling in the minions. Great, now I hope all is well with you. Oh, I've had a pretty good day. I got a lot of, I had a bunch of meetings. I got a bunch of work done on the Heroes Hearth website for doing some updates. As I said, I had a bunch of meetings, and then got some good food. Now we're casting a bunch of games. It's been a really fun Thursday thus far. And then tomorrow morning we play some variety games. So all in all, doing well. Doing pretty well. So 10 talent tier in favor for our Bronze6 members first. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Just a note for the Vala, we do have the Reign of Vengeance over Strafe. I do like that I do like the changes in priority into like Strafe versus Reign of Vengeance. Ever since like Vala's overall like rework-ish, I just think it's nice to see variety in heroics. That's always my favorite thing. Like, I love seeing like variety in heroics rather than just be like, oh, it's a Joanna, it's gonna be a Blessed Shield, or even like Tyrande. Like, I actually like. Oh, here's a good one, Rexxar. Like, Bestial Wrath is not a bad talent by any means. Bestial Wrath is pretty good, but Boars are such a better utility, and it's just like, yeah, why wouldn't you go for Boars? You can set up your team for a victory. Bestial Wrath, I feel like, is better when you're going to be in one of those situations where you're in a prolonged 1v1 for what feels like forever. But, like, even then, like, Dragonshire, as the example, even then I feel like I see Boars all the time. I've seen Bestial Wrath once or twice on the, on Dragonshire, but I feel like that pairs into a little bit of a different build, and either way, we're not seeing that here. I think Animal Husbandry is also very good for Bestial Wrath. I think that synergizes with it extremely well. Red Rum, thank you for the beverage. I will go make a beverage at some point. Thank you for the Thirsty Thursday, yes. It is Thirsty Thursday. Maybe after this best of 3, we'll go make a cocktail. How about that? Thank you again, Red Rum. Big arrow from Hanzo. Light Bomb coming out. Falling Sword. Great Falling Sword from Danny just to push back the enemy as the really good Starfall, plus the Lunar Flare coming out. Sorry, I was like holding my breath. I thought Bret Michaels wasn't going to make it out alive, but it's Fade. Fade's the one to go down. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Secret wins the I guess it's like 1.5v1 because they do have that Rexxar, excuse me, they do have the Misha, but it is going to be Rexxar winning out against Li Ming. Bottom lane does get pushed up a little bit. No structural damage, but it's the slow the slow kind of collapse and choke out from the members of Bronze6. I think they're doing a fantastic job of playing the macro and the micro here. I really think that Bronze6 has got an insanely good idea of how they want to play this map and make rotations. And I think the Rexar Misha has done a fantastic job in their role of just constantly creating off-lane pressure in this macro sense. Really good. I gotta compliment this team for just the way that they're running this map, and they've gained a significant talent tier advantage, talent tier as well as a level and a half over the side of Team Happy Cloud. Kind of crazy how well this is being played. Speaking of level leads, it was kind of crazy to see how many level leads we had in the Miami Chili Mountain event. There were so many matches and games that went like, there was like a 2 to 3 level gap between teams. Kind of crazy actually to see that. It's very rare, I feel. But also, I mean, there were some teams that were not as strong as some of the upper echelon teams. Like, I mean, the facts are facts. Like, you have like Simplicity, which was pretty stacked, Diamond Hands, which was pretty stacked, quote-unquote Chili Mountain, or WA, was stacked pretty well as well. So there was a few stacked teams out there that really performed. I'm a little bummed out that I didn't get to see Liam play. I was really excited to see Liam play on LAN for the solo lane, but either way, still a great event, still fun to watch, and I had a blast with it. Hope you did all as well. So Tyrande scouts out with a Sentinel. I don't think that's going to show the Li Ming. I'm actually a little bit late. Actually did show for Li Ming for a few seconds there, as the Immortal race is going to be absolutely annihilated by the side of Bronze6. Vala at 14 stacks on that level 1. As the Immortal, look at that shield bar. It's just full solid with just how much shielding it has. And I'm curious, we can see the base. So the baseline health is 18,750, but we have double that shielding, about double the shielding, maybe even just on the point of double shielding, but still, that is so much shielding for this Immortal. 36,000 HP if I'm not mistaken, and I actually meant to also check the damage. It's going to be dealing 1,380 damage into structures, as we have Alarian getting one big spin. And how much value can the side of Bronze6 get with this, as Vala sits at our 16th stack of the Puncturing Arrow level 1. Still a 2-level lead to the side of Bronze6. Fade gonna be doing his best to Lightning Breath and start cooking this Immortal, condemned from the Joanna. Misha will be going down. Big lurking on from the Stukov. He does have the Virulent Reaction Light Bomb from the Anduin. Falling Sword from the Joanna does have a little bit of a stun, and that is Diablo going down. Souls reset, so he's got a small death timer. 1 second on him. He's already back in the mix, but this is going to be still Li Ming and Blaze falling, and they have full death timers, 23 to 26 seconds, with Immortal moving to core 12 minutes in, with nearly a 3-level lead. Huge arrow from Hanzo, but can the members of Team Happy Cloud make something happen here? No, it's going to be Anduin going down. Fade getting low, has to back away. Massive shove goes out from Stukov, and with the Immortal still healthy, all the members of Bronze6 up and available. This is core going down on map number 1, Battlefield of Eternity, in favor of Bronze6. GG. Well played. Hey, Covert, what's up, bud? How you doing? Also, Scene Circus, thank you for the follow a little bit ago. My apologies if I missed you. Alrighty. Choose outcome. How many stacks for Vala's level 1 by end? She currently has 20, and it's the end of the game, so 29 or less. The payout has been paid. Nice cast. Thank you so much, bud. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is swell on your end, my friend. Oh, things are good. Things are good. Getting a lot of work done. Getting some secret projects going. I had a bunch of meetings today to do a bunch of secret project stuff, so I'm super excited. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up next week. Like, the weeks are gonna get busier, but it's like a good busy. I was saying earlier, like we're gonna get like, it's like a healthy amount of busy. Like, you know, just good work to do. Really fun stuff to do as well. Heroes related? Yes, it is heroes related. They're flying me into Anaheim. Or excuse me, they're flying me into Irvine. Yeah, Irvine, California. They're flying me into the Blizzard headquarters. They got to re-mocap my face, so it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be really busy between flying to flying into Irvine and then flying back here for my daily streams. It's gonna be really, really busy, but fun. Same here in terms of projects. You have your busy stuff. Hell yeah. Baja's gonna be in Heroes of the Storm? Absolutely, absolutely. No, I'm absolutely lying, chat. Do you really think that I could just give that information away so freely? Could you imagine? Oh yeah, Baja's just gonna be flying to Irvine daily. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, I live in a ski town, and it's actually kind of hard to get down the mountain and get to an airport. I either have to drive 2 hours plus to Sacramento, or I drive about an hour and a half, a little bit less than an hour and a half to Reno to fly out. I won't tell anyone. Thank you so much, Covert. I hope no one clips that moment either. Thank you. You're so sweet to me, chat. Thank you. Alrighty, let's go ahead and bring it on back to Bandit and I's beautiful faces, and let's go ahead and get ready for another game. Clipped and shipped. There you go. Posted on Reddit already. No one reads Reddit anyways. No one reads Reddit. Alright, let's see. Team on the left-hand side is up 1. I would honestly believe, because if you say it like that, it sounds unbelievable, so most... Hey, Ace, how you doing, bud? How's your day going, friend? Okay, so I have actually had a lot of liquids, and I need to run to the bathroom before we get into our next game. So I'm going to get everything set up, and we will get into our next game in just a second here. Let's go ahead and do this, and this, and I'll be right back, okay? You forgot a bunch of important stuff, but aside from that, you're okay? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it wasn't anything major. All right, so as I said, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quickly. I've had 2 cups of tea and like half a jug of water, so gotta stay hydrated. So I'll be right back in about a minute, and we'll get into the second game. Okay, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Enjoy Bandit while I'm going. Gone. Dear Lord, wording is hard today. Okie dokie, I am back. Alright. We've washed our hands, we've gone to the bathroom, we're ready to go into another game. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. Let's do another fun prediction. Let's see. Which team gets 4th Weeb Weaver? Okay. I believe the teams are on the same sides, right? We have Secret on the left, Ferret, Juan Pablo, Danny. Yes. Okay. So Bronze6 on the left and Team Happy Cloud on the right. We'll throw 2 minutes on this one. We'll, of course, get into the game before we start the prediction. And let's go ahead and get it.
Prepare yourselves.
You wash your hands, then went to the bathroom. Shouldn't you wash them after? Wait, you're supposed to wash them after? Oh, I've been doing it wrong for 31 years. Dear Lord. Anyways, we're here into map number 2 in our second best of 3 of the day. We'll start our Twitch prediction and introduce these teams, as we are going to be seeing Danny on the Murden, Kira on the Maev, Juan Pablo on the Greymane, Ferret on the Deckard, and Secret on the Leoric. Over on the right-hand side, we have Team Happy Cloud. No, I washed my hands after. We have Blaze being played by Brett Michaels, Delta on the Rhaegar, Galaxy Quest on the Sylvanas, Fade on the ETC, and Saber on the Tassadar. You've got a minute 30 to get your predictions in. Which team gets the 4th Webweaver of the game? Not the 4th one that they summoned, but the 4th one overall. And as a reminder, as we always do, if there is no 4th Webweaver summoned at all, if there's only 3 Webweavers totally summoned, everyone gets their points back. We do not steal points. At least I do my best not to steal points from you all. I blame the immortal dyslexia. Dude, dyslexia is not a good time, I'll tell you what. I've read things And people have been like, what? How? What did you see? And then I'll go back and read it again. I'm like, that's completely incorrect. First blood, though, will be going over to the side of Bronze6. And easy enough for this team that dominated map number 1. Let's see if the Sylvanas can get out of this top lane. ETC gets the power slide. He is A-okay. That's awkward. Everything is awkward, Harson. It's only awkward if you want it to be. Or if your brain decides that, you know, it's cringe at 2 in the morning, and then that's what your brain decides on. Delta, Saber, they're going to be grabbing this camp over on the right-hand side. We have Leoric, Greymane on the bottom lane, grabbing this Bruiser camp. Excuse me, Siege Giant camp. Brett Michael scouts out, sees the Deckard down here as well, and just goes ahead and jet propulsions out of the engagement. Man, some good Twitch predictions. I'm proud of y'all today. Some good gambling happening in chat. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but like when people gamble on the channel, I don't know, it just makes me happy. I don't know why. I just like the points being spread. I like the point economy being shared. Juan Pablo getting body blocked does manage to roll away with the disengage, keeping the Inner Beast active. Now I was talking about this actually yesterday. For anyone that doesn't know, when Inner Beast is active, you can actually see the glow on Greymane's paws or weapons. So right now, you can actually see his paws are kind of glowing to try and keep that Inner Beast active. It's a little visual thing. We actually were discussing this yesterday, and I didn't know this actually, that when Jaina finishes out her baseline, she actually has her staff starts to glow. Like Butcher, for example, when he finishes his stacks, his axes glow. When Zul'jin finishes his first set of stacks, his axes start to glow. And when he has the trait active, his Berserk, his tattoos glow, which on some skins is very hard to see, actually. We were discussing that yesterday. So, a lot of cool little visual things in Heroes of Storm when quests are complete. I actually wonder if Tassadar gets anything for the Shock Ray or Static Charge being finished out. We'll have to keep an eye on that if it does get finished out in this map number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and our second best of 3 of the day. Tomb of the Spider Queen web weavers are available to the side of... Actually, no one just yet. A little bit closer for Bronze6 as they need, I think, 2 more gems to be collected and turned in. A fight breaks out in mid. There's going to be a Scroll of Sealing cleanse from the Rhaegar. As he does have the baseline purge. Greymane goes in. Whoo! That was a really good Dark Flight into Dark Flight into Disengage to be able to roll past that Tassadar Force Wall. I don't think he was in any sort of major peril right there, but Fade might be in a bad spot. No Purge available as it is a 45-second cooldown. Should be about 15 seconds away right there, but that's a fantastic Deckard Cain Scroll of Sealing. Already at 5 out of the 30 stacks, but you do have that midway reward. There we go. Brett Michaels, Gilnean Cocktail through the gate. Ooh, doubles back to not get hit with the Gilnean Cocktail. Nice play from Brett Michaels on the Blaze right there. Starts to Hearth, and that's the first Web Weaver of the game going over to the side of Bronze6. First Weeb Weavers. So 7 talent here will also be achieved by our blue team. And how much siege can they find here? We do have pinned down at level 4 grab by the Maiev. Wizened Duelist from the Greymane, so that's going to be auto attacks onto heroes in Worgen or human form to be able to scale that up, and we'll take a look at that a little bit later. I'm just waiting to see if the engagement bottom lane really starts to pop off. Doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. So every 6 human basic attacks against enemy heroes increase the basic attack damage by 1% up to 30%. Basic attacks credit in Worgen form for 3. And also, as note, half of the stacks are lost upon death. So if Greymane has 10, he'll be down to 5. There's a few talents in Heroes of the Storm that reduce and don't completely take away questing talents. And some questing talents don't even lose any, like Mana Addict or Fingers of Frost from Jaina or Kael'thas. Wizened Duelist from Greymane. Hanzo has the Redemption, but then you have things like Medivh Baseline. If you die before finishing, that does lose all stacks, much like the very, very popular and super great talent that everyone takes, Convection from Kael'thas. Big damage onto Galaxy Quest. That is going to be the Purge used as well from Rhaegar. Galaxy Quest is able to get away with some 70 HP. Might have been at 60 at some point, but man, what a play from the side of Bronze6 as Juan Pablo is going to be able to back away, avoiding the Shock Ray Static Charge build for Saber. Seems like we have a Hearth out from Delta to get full mana on that Rhaegar, as he has been doing his best to just keep the friendly team alive. Looking also at Maiev, does have the Ruthless Spirit. Each enemy hero hit by Spirit of Vengeance increases all damage Maiev deals by 15% for 4 seconds, stacking up to 30. So 2 stacks. 2 stacks. Decker Cane potions being thrown out in between the rotations, as we do have Danny just sitting around, anchoring, just checking also the turn-in, because turn-in does exist for the side of Team Happy Cloud, and Muradin wanted to make sure that no one was going to be there. Maiev goes in with the Spirit of Vengeance. Might have actually... Did she get some stacking from that? I actually don't... I don't know if she did. I don't know if she has an icon for it. Sylvanas using the Haunting Wave to disengage. While we're actually going to be seeing 10 Talentiers pop up soon, let's go ahead and, as always, and cycle through the other numbers. 10 Talentier is now here, and Muradin has that Stormbolt. Ferret, so very low, goes down. That'll be first kill to the side of Team Happy Cloud. Big Entomb onto Danny. Ancestral Healing comes through as well. Danny getting low, goes down. Muradin will get picked off. Mosh Pit from ETC doesn't connect onto anyone, and it will be canceled early. My personal 2 cents, if you miss a Mosh Pit, you have to go the full duration and just sit and have a solo party. But as I make jokes about solo Moshes missing, this is going to be a solid quadra kill to the members of Bronze6. They don't summon the Web Weavers, and in bottom lane, Siege Giants, as they outrange structures, will be wailing their way through this bottom lane fort. And that is the Web Weaver for the red team summon. Second Web Weaver of the game in total. Saber getting low here, tanking some tower shots. Secret has the slows. Muradin Dwarf tosses in, lands the double Stormbolt. There's going to be a fantastic root, and also stay a while and listen. Delta trying to get away with some 200, but there's another fantastic Entomb Mind Control from Sylvanas onto Ferret. Delta will go down. That is a lot of gems being dropped as the Web Weavers do descend in lane. Fade has to power slide away, and this Web Weaver phase should be all but moot to the side of Team Happy Cloud, as Bronze6 have free clear across the board. Also want to note, the Leoric did go into Paralyzing Rage, increases the Skeletal Swing slow by 20%, baseline is 40, so it increases to 60. Secret getting collapsed in bottom lane, is able to Wraith Walk right away. Fade kind of blocking that last little spot in front of the gate. Web Weaver in bottom lane, getting a little bit more value than I was expecting here. Still gets some of the fort front gate, but Danny comes in with the flank. Dwarf tosses back towards his team. Brett Michaels with the Jet Propulsion. Follow up from Deckard. Curse Bullet as well. Mind Control from Sylvanas. Brett Michaels is like, I need to get out of here. Please don't bring that Greyman any closer to me with a Mind Control. And Web Weavers have ended. Second Web Weavers going over the side of Team Happy Cloud as we are getting ready for our third Web Weaver phase, which could go to the side of Bronze6. They got enough for a turn-in. Maiev going in for the 10. After that, they'll only need another 8. Good games, honestly. Really good games so far today. I'm having a blast casting these games, and I hope you all are as well. Okay, Greymane clearing things out right there. This is going to be Secret grabbing some soak through bottom lane. 13 talent here up on both sides in just a second here. Really close in the overall game when it comes to just experience. Mind Control from Sylvanas will connect onto the Muradin as we do have the power slide through just to lock him in place. Pops the Avatar, gets the Dwarf Toss out, has that level 1 Dwarf block for those 4 stacks at 75% for the physical armor. Entomb from Leoric is going to be forcing Saber to utilize the Archon form. Ancestral Healing comes out as well. Stay a while and listen from Ferret is going to be ending quite quickly. I think it might have been a bop from Fade towards the end of that, as we do have another Scroll of Sealing connecting onto Brett Michaels this time. Force Wall from Tassadar. Blue Web Weavers have descended into lane. That was the 3rd Web Weaver summon of the game so far. Stormbolt from Danny does not connect onto Fade. We do have that Bronzebeard Rage from level 13, which is a fantastic for Muradins who really want to just slam some hammers into the enemies and really also siege out as well. Doesn't have the Sledgehammer. We do see the Reverberation for heroic ability cooldown by 5%. Not 100% sure what 5% of 90 seconds will be. I'm sure someone in chat's got the math for that one. There's the pull onto Fade. I guess it would be 18 second? No, I'm doing it backwards. 4.5 seconds? 4.5 seconds, chat? Yeah. Because 10% would be 9, so 5% would be 4.5. So 4.5 seconds off of Avatar, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a genius! Thank you, Harson. Thank you for validating me. All right, fourth web weaver of the game could be summoned by Team Happy Cloud. Secret getting chunked, needs to back away. But I also do want to note, 19 gems are necessary for Bronze6 to turn in. And that is, what? That's like six waves? A little bit more than 6 waves. A little bit more than 6 waves because they need 19 instead of 18. So like 6.25 waves or 6.3 waves, however you want to calculate it. Greymane to grab a camp in bottom. Turn-in is being attempted. Galaxy Quest? Oh, 2 gems are still necessary. Who's got those 2 gems? Blaze. Blaze has the only gems available right now. Waves are pushed back a little bit. Blaze might be able to sneak it through bottom. I feel like a lot of the members of Team Happy Cloud are being forced back here while Blaze clears out this bottom lane. And his retreat path, quite far to go. You already see Leorc trying to kind of catch him in the rotation, but Bret Michaels able to back away with 13 gems. Juan Pablo turning in. 56 out of 60 in the pockets of Bronze6. This actually is going to be a very close web weaver turn, I think. Stormbolt on to the ETC. I might have just cursed it. It might have just been like a flub like some of the other ones, where it's like, who gets the first curse? And then one team just gives it over to the opposing side and just eats a curse. Okay, a little bit of a fight in the mid lane. 16 talent here on the corner, so let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea what those look like. And here come the red web weavers. That is your 4th web weaver summon of the game, and this is going to be going over to the side of Team Happy Cloud. Team Happy Cloud summons the 4th web weaver of the game. Here we go with this web weaver phase. Let's go ahead and see what's going to be happening, as that's a containment disc onto the ETC. Tomb as well from the Leorc. He's got the Ominous Ray trying to reduce some of the damage. Here comes a mosh pit from the ETC onto a lot of enemy heroes, but is there enough damage to actually solidify a kill? Doesn't look like it just yet. Stay well and listen from the Dicker Cane will be coming out. Bret Michaels trying to find a way into this fight. Just trying to look for a good angle for a Jet Propulsion. Secret wiggling, making sure that that Jet Propulsion isn't too lined up, and there's that little wiggle to open up the gap. So Bret Michaels does not make the connection. Scroll ceiling once again from the Decker Cane, as 16 Talonteers are here to the side of Team Happy Cloud. Mosh Pit not available from ETC, as he does have 74 seconds on that cooldown. Does have the Encore for cooldown reduction. Here's a Vault of the Warden from Kira, so very low on the Maiev. Bunker down from the Blaze. We do have another scroll ceiling from Decker Cane, but it doesn't catch anyone. Fade power slides into Juan Pablo. Maiev able to get the Spirit of Vengeance back. Ferret getting chunked by this Tassadar as well, and that's going to be ETC going down. 30 seconds on a Mosh. And Red Web Weaver is in top, already cleared out. Mid lane falling low. Bottom lane will take down the fort. Alrighty. Alrighty, okay. So the Web Weaver phases have ended. God, what a game so far. What a fun game so far. Did anyone get Harrison Jones? No. You know, Harrison Jones is just hanging out over here. Just hanging out. Just hanging out, watching things. Rhaegar does use the healing totem over the wall to scout out the enemy, and this is going to be... Is this a throw pit? Everyone's here. Mosh pit from ETC is available, but he's way far away. There's a containment disc onto Blaze. Looks like Juan Pablo and Danny are able to get the boss. This is another engagement. Super potions for the Decker Cane. Kira low on this Maiev. That's a stay while and listen catching the Tassadar. I love... there was no abilities used on Saber. Like, Murden, Danny was waiting to utilize the Stormbolt into the Tassadar, but it might have been on cooldown. Either way, Boss finds the top lane fort in favor of Bronze6. Secret going for the channel does get the 5th Web Weaver phase of the game. So Boss in top lane, cleared out by the members of Team Happy Cloud. Here come our blue Web Weavers into lane. Alright, so Leorc's pushed up bottom lane quite a bit. It's going to land around fort, mid lane landing just before the fort, top lane a little further back. So let's see. Fort and mid lane definitely going to be going down. 5 to 4 in our kills. Leoric in bottom lane. He's going to be having this wave pushed up. Greymane with a Gilnean Cocktail does manage to splash onto the wave and clear things out faster. 20 stacks on that Wizened Duelist for the Greymane. We've got 21 out of 30 for the Decker Kane on his Scroll of Identify. No pin down for the Maiev. And Tassadar sitting at 150 static charge shocks from level 1. Deckard Kane looking to just throw out a few potions in the backline. Leoric Wraithwalk to reduce damage, while Pablo keeping that Inner Beast active. As I mentioned, that glow around his weapons does signify the Inner Beast is still active, and he's trying to keep that going. Also to note, I didn't talk about this, we do have the Insatiable at level 4 picked up for the Greymane. It's going to be a 0.5 cooldown onto your healing fountain while you are using your basic attacks in Inner Beast. Really cool upgrade. Really cool upgrade on that one. I'm liking that we're seeing that a little bit more with the Insatiable at 4. You've also got on the Prowl at level 13, Inner Beast increases movement speed by 30% once it's been active for 3 seconds. So you basically have mount speed without having to be mounted, so your sustained chase is going to be amplified by that. Not a talent that got upgraded in our most recent patch, but just something cool to pair with the rest of these other talents with the cooldown reduction on Well from Insatiable, and then on the Prowl from level 13, as well as the Wizened Duelist, because Wizened Duelist scales and it allows you to have that chase. The map is being painted blue, seemingly, and this is also going to be the mid lane going to be cleared out by Murden. Top lane does get the fort. Maiev, though, looking to push up these Siege Giants through the bottom lane. Doesn't seem like Bronze6 are too afraid of this top lane for now. A little bit more invested in getting 20 and continuing the pressure through these lanes. Well, Maiev has positive armor, any kind, physical damage dealt is increased by 25%. Okay, just curious. Wraithwalk forward from the Leoric, buried alive, and Tomb will be coming out. That's a Tassadar who can't get out of there whatsoever. He gets shredded by... No, he doesn't! I thought he was going to go down right there. Moshpit from ETC slows things down. Containment just comes out from the Maiev. Secret is going to Wraithwalk through a lot of enemy heroes. Galaxy does have the mind control, but it doesn't really set anything up, and ETC Face Melt does push Danny around, but that still is Murden finding the kill onto Blaze. Bottom lane keep still firing tower shots out as Greymane is just autoing as best as he can. Inner Beast should be activated soon for the Greymane, maybe even just onto core. Will they actually end off of this? Blaze dead for 45. Can they end off this, or will it be a double keep play? Both teams have enough for a turn-in right now. Okay, all right. So it's a back off, grab Web Weavers, and push in once again. 20 talent tier will be achieved by Team Happy Cloud, and Blaze should be respawning just as the Web Weavers push in the lanes. This also does push back top lane, which is really beneficial to the side of Bronze6, so they don't have to deal with any of this. Greymane just autoing through the side walls, getting rid of that little bit of vision it does provide. Maiev goes in with the Spirit of Vengeance. Fade, not going to get hit by the Containment Disc. Just to really quickly note, Murden did go into the rewind. We also have the perfect gems from the Decker Kane, which synergizes extremely well with the level 4 Ruby. So you basically put it on a 15-second cooldown, and then your Heraldric Cube goes to 11 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 11 seconds. Not 100% sure, actually. We can check that really, really quickly. It goes down to 6 seconds. I actually might have misread that completely. Anyways, that's an Entomb. That's a Stay a While and Listen. That is going to be a double kill to the side of Bronze6. The Web Weavers are here, pushing in through bottom and mid. Keep should go down. Saber, Twilight Archon form, trying to keep that sustained as Secret comes in for the slow. A little bit of a, oh, that's a very good, oh, very good Ancestor healing. Saber gets the Farseer's Blessing, but it's not enough. Through almost 3 health bars, they're able to find the kill, and that is going to be game number 2 quickly. Fairly effectively, I think is the better terminology for it. Fairly effectively won by Bronze6 as they dominate the members of Team Happy Cloud on Tomb of the Spider Queen.